and it's Amanda here with your August 2017 RuneScope. And for those of you who may not know, August does mark my 4th year here on YouTube, which I can hardly believe, but I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you who have been with me from the start, for continuing to support my channel and subscribing, and to all of my regular clients out there, thank you so much for choosing me to read for you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching me. I do encourage you to watch my previous month's videos if it's your first time stopping by here, because then you can see how accurate my readings are for you. When I first started, there were some astrologers on YouTube, but really only a few people doing tarot readings, and no one was reading runes at all. So now it's like, exploded. So that's how I kind of choose who I watch. My time is precious. I know yours is too. So yeah, I encourage you to go back and see if my videos are resonating with you, if they've been accurate. And if they are, please do subscribe to my channel. That way you will get my videos each month delivered directly to your feed. And you won't have to go searching for me. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I will be using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Then always do join me over, as always, join me over on my Vimeo channel for part 2 of this reading. I will be pulling one card this month from the Astrological Oracle cards by Antonella Castelli for your spiritual guidance for the month of August. And it's always amazing how these cards, I usually use those in my private readings, but how they line up with the astrological events happening for the given month. And I know we've got some eclipses going on in August, so you'll definitely want to check that out. The link is below. Just click or tap show more, or the little arrow beneath the video if you're on a mobile device, and you can follow the link over there. Your mid-year RuneScopes are over there as well, covering the rest of the year. So if you want a longer term view, it's a full reading available for purchase over there on Vimeo. So, but that being said, again, thanks so much for supporting the RuneScopes channel, and on to your August reading. Hello, my Aquarian friends. I am first gonna see which runes I want to talk to you for August 2017. Aquarius, August 2017. As always, Aquarius, please keep in mind that these are general or free sample, if you will, readings. That means that not all of the messages will apply to you because there's so many people watching. So that's why I always encourage you to watch the video for your rising sign as well. That will usually give you additional messages and information regarding what's coming up here in your reading. But if you would like something far more specific, you would need to schedule a private Skype session with me. Those are $70. And to set that up, you just email me at runescopesforyou@gmail.com. It's here in the video and also below. And, we'll get that set up for you. But let's see in general what's going on with my Aquarian friends. You did have a tarot card pop out when I was shuffling, so I always include those in the reading because they pop out for a reason. Your challenge or focus is where we always start. We do have 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is essentially a refusal to leave something behind, and usually something to, emotional, because it's Cups, and that's the emotional suit. This has something to do with family, kinship, inheritances, older relatives, maybe relatives that have passed on even. There's something that needs to be let go of in order for you to heal and move forward. And it's like the runes that are here are saying, like, if you can just let this go and begin to heal, it would open up some wonderful new beginnings for you, new phases, new vistas, if you will. For some of you, this is a property or a location. Could be a job too, but I'm really feeling more, I really have more indications that for some of you it's property. It's like you don't want to move and leave a property. You don't want to move far from the family, or you don't want to move from the home. Maybe some of you are living in your childhood home, or living near relatives, and there may be an opportunity for you or for a spouse or someone that maybe you're in a relationship with, and the decision may be coming up in August that in order to accept something on offer, we may have to move, or in order to maybe leave this behind, in order to move away from, because there may be something emotional, some scar or wound that keeps getting reopened, keeps getting exacerbated by family, friends, maybe just the location that you're in. Maybe the location used to be a nice neighborhood, but now it's transformed into something that is not to your liking. Some of you, I feel you're remaining because there is an older relative that you have to take care of, or you feel like it's your responsibility to take care of, and you're not able to move away. And that may very well be the case, but yeah, there's something coming up in August to where it's kind of like you're choosing between your life and someone else's, and in some cases maybe even feeling guilty about maybe wanting to break free from a set of traditions, a set of family values or circumstances that have been kind of handed down through the generations. Like, this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you should do. And Aquarius, I don't know if it was you, but it seems like last month we got something about breaking tradition or rebelling against tradition. I think that was you. Yeah, it was that you were supposed to rebel against expectations or rules or regulations in some way, and it did seem to have something to do, again, because there's something of expectations that others are putting on you that are holding you back. This could be at work, it could be a boss, it could be, but again, with the runes I'm getting, for the majority of you, it does seem to be family members. And in some cases, maybe you're putting it on yourself. You're taking on this burden that, and by extension, if you have if your mate or someone has an opportunity to move away, that burden then becomes theirs. If your sense of duty is blocking them from leaving, or keeping them confined in an area that they don't want to live anymore, or preventing them from taking an offer. But I feel like for many of you, it is you that's you're kind of blocking yourself. So that's something to ponder. You are a fixed sign. You're very stubborn. So as all fixed signs are. So, but it's just food for thought. Are you missing out on opportunities, or are you getting in your own way? I mean, there's nothing wrong with caring for others. Of course, that's what we're all supposed to do, but you do have to care for yourself too. You have to make yourself a priority as well. Because if you're not there to take care of them, nobody's going to be taking care of them, right? So you do have to balance it. Now, the present energy, so this would be whenever you're watching this, or in general, end of July going into August, because this August is the month that this reading is for. There's a Queen of Wands in the reverse affecting you in some way. So this could be a fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. In the reverse, this is somebody who is a troublemaker. She's very drama oriented. Wherever she goes, drama follows her, and if there's none going on, she'll stir it up. It does not have to be a female. For some of you, it could be a male, because again, this is a general reading, but coming up as a queen. And this would be a mature woman, again, coming up as a queen. So it's someone who should know better, essentially. Someone who's old enough to know better, but you know, that they shouldn't behave this way. And there could also be a controlling element to her, jealous, very jealous, and quite a temper. It's kind of like when the fire signs, you know, whenever any of the elements are reversed, the court cards and the elements, whenever they're reversed, it is more of the bad traits of that particular element are in evidence whenever someone comes up this way, and the runes are just sort of reiterating that. For some of you, this could be somebody who is, maybe it's because of this person that you have to take on all of the responsibility. Maybe they're not doing their share. Maybe this is a sibling or someone who should also be helping you out. Maybe this is the relative that you are sticking around for. For some of you, it could be a mother, a grandmother, or someone who kind of lays a guilt trip on you if you ever talk about moving away, because it's like, well, who's gonna, you know, care for me? Selfishness is evident with this person as well. It's all about them all the time. There could be a bit of a narcissistic nature with this person as well. And for many of you, it could be mother, because the rune of mother is here. So it could be somebody who is, you know, it's all about them and their needs. Could be several people. Sometimes in these general readings, the court cards will come up, and they are representing an archetype, or and it could be applying to several people in your life, because I feel like some of you have more than one person like this that you're dealing with in the family or at work. But what's coming up is you're getting good advice from somebody. Like, I feel like, you know, you may be seeking that out. You may be seeking out some unbiased advice from someone about what you should do about this situation. Because I'm just seeing arguments and discord with this person, maybe about, you know, they're going to have to step up and do more to help out, or, you know, you may be telling, if this is the person that you is like trying to kind of lay a guilt trip on you for wanting to move, or because you may have to move because your spouse is accepting a job offer somewhere. Yeah, this person's like trying to hold you back or talk you out of this. And there could be arguments and disagreements here with this. And there should be, if somebody's kind of, you know, doing this to you, especially if there are other people, siblings, other family members who could pitch in and do more their part, or co-workers if it's a work situation. For some of you, maybe this is a boss, like trying to keep you in the position that you're in instead of moving, or instead of making the jump, because I'm seeing this is also the rune of the job interview. So some of you could be interviewing for a new position in August, and this, you know, somebody, the wrong person can get wind of it and try to cause some problems. So definitely do your best to keep it secret what you're up to if you are interviewing, and because if it gets out, it seems like it could, not that it will stop you from doing it, but you know, it could cause undue stress at your current workplace, or cause you to have to deal with somebody who interfered in your business when it was none of their business. That's another like aspect of this archetype is, you know, gossip and slander even. So I feel like you have been very patient with this person, but for some of you in August, whoever this archetype or archetypes, if it's more than one person, is, you may just have had enough, Aquarius, and need to, like, if you didn't do it last month and sort of rebel, it's kind of a carryover energy, because we are talking about present, end of July still. That energy is still very much around as we go into early August. And now some of you, this could be your mom, you know, not wanting you to go away to school. If you're a younger Aquarius and you are you know, wanting to go study abroad or study, you know, move out of the family home. And then this could be, you know, someone not willing to cut those apron strings. They're trying to keep you where they want you for their own needs and for their own purposes here. Now the help that is coming in, we've got Temperance reversed and Fehu reversed with the rune here. There's thoughts here as well. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I think that you are going to lose your patience. And that's good. It's coming up as a help to you. You've let it go too long. You've let something go too long without asserting your boundaries. And if this is a work situation, like that you've been kind of going back and forth, some of you may, you know, you may have been looking, but maybe you haven't been really serious about it. In August, I think you get serious about it, because I think some of you are in a work situation that you're like, I have got to get out of here. This is not, I'm not being paid what I'm worth. There's no advancement. And it seems like for most of you that it's this situation, that's the case. It does seem to be very, repetitious work. So it could be factory work, or you know, you do the same thing every day, and most of us do, no matter what our job, right? But there's no, I'm seeing somebody like working a machine, and there's like this, you know, you just do the same thing every day, and you're just bored. You know, you're an air sign. Air signs, your minds are so active. You live in your mind, so you've got to be doing work, or you're happiest doing work where your mind is stimulated, where you're problem solving, you are, you know, able to think creatively, come up with solutions, things like that. Air signs excel at, or anything with communications, anything to do with getting the word out, marketing, things like that. Air signs are fantastic at. They also make great lawyers. Or public speakers. But so yeah, for some of you, it's just you know, if you haven't gotten to the I'm fed up point yet at a job, or with family, or with someone who's putting you know, too much pressure on you for their own selfish reasons, you will reach your limit in August, and that's good. You are supposed to. That's why this has continued to happen. That's why this energy has continued to be around, because the universe wants you to assert your boundaries or get out of a negative situation. Yeah, there's something is just not working. And, you know, if you've been kind of putting on your blinders and ignoring it, so it could be a job, a dynamic, a family dynamic, a relationship, whatever has not been working for you, that you've just been kind of putting up with and putting up with and putting up with, the blinders will come off in August. And you will start asserting boundaries. And for some of you, you may completely avoid someone, because this is, when this is reversed, it's a deal, a job, or a person who should be avoided. Because there's never an end to it. It's always going to end up in failure. Now this could also just be saying you and this person, you know, you've tried and tried and tried to get along, but it's just, you don't mix. Temperance in reverse is, you know, there's no mixing these two things. There's no mixing these two personalities. There's no mixing these two people. It needs to be like, you know, if you have to have something to do with this person, you've got to limit the amount of time that you are having to deal with them, because there's just a lot of negativity. And when you are around them, you have to assert boundaries. You can't keep doing it the same way you've been doing it. Now, what must be accepted? We've got Ace of Wands for the tarot card here, and Isa, the rune here. Yeah, again, there's a new opportunity that you or someone you're really passionate about, or you really want to do this. And it doesn't have to be a job if you're retired. I mean, this could be like anything that you really want to do, but you're feeling boxed in or bound, or like I can't move, or I can't travel, or I can't do this because, you know, it would leave this person along. And other people or this person that makes you feel that way could be reasserting that. And you need to not buy into that because it's an illusion. But yeah, there's something you really feel passionate about that you're either putting off. There's some sort of delay around it. And some of you may even kind of like give up on the idea. And that would be unfortunate. So, some of you may be dealing with, for some of you, this is a divorce. And someone fighting you for the property. And you, maybe that, you know, the house is in your name, or you bought the house together and you don't want to move. And your soon-to-be ex is trying to, either they're staying in the house and refusing to leave, or they're trying to take the property or other possessions. But I feel like for many of you it is property. And either you or the other person is refusing to move. So in August, yeah, with this, it's like, I just want to be done and move on. And some of you may even have like somebody else that you're in a relationship with. You have a new relationship, but it's kind of put on hold until you kind of get all of this dealt with. And some of you may just buy your way out. So for some of you, again, that fixed energy is not real conducive to this, but you may have to give up the property or give up something in order to move forward. Again, anything that's holding you back, and you have to just decide what it's worth to you. I mean, is it worth it for you to delay this relationship and drag this out for another year, 2 years, whatever? Or would it be easier to just give up the house, give up the property, give up the possession that's that's the sticking point, and kind of buy your way out of it? That's coming up as a help to you if you want it done quickly, and if you're tired of dealing with it, is to just let something go so that you can move forward. The end result, or what's going on in August, we do have 6 of Coins in reverse, and so this is talking about, again, selfishness, a lack of generosity in spirit. And these energies and these general readings can always work both ways, because I'm not just reading for one person, I'm reading for a whole slew of you. So for some of you, maybe this is you. Maybe you, again, you have to look at yourself and say, you know, am I being selfish? You know, am I being the one that's, you know, dragging this out when I should just let it go? This is a fire sign. For the most of you, I feel like it's someone else, but they're not going to change. For those of you that it's the other person, it's like they're not going to change. And it could like get to the point where some things that you were trying to keep secret, this person kind of starts digging around to make you look bad, or gossiping, because Pedro is here in reverse, and that's the rune of, you know, skeletons, secrets, things coming out of the closet that we would rather not be known. It becomes, you know, that sort of thing. So again, it's all about weighing things up. Do we want this to come out? And this also applies if it's, again, a job situation. So yeah, be really careful if you are in a position that is, like, you are desperate to get out of Aquarius and you are interviewing for other things, because I feel like if that gets out, it could be used against you. Especially like in like referrals that you could get from this job. I mean, if they find out you're looking, like they could give you negative recommendations or not give you a good recommendation at all. Yeah, this is a really vindictive person. And I'm sorry to tell you that, Aquarius. I don't like giving anyone a heavier reading. But again, this may not color the whole month. It's just, it's kind of leftover energy from July. So some of you may have already dealt with this and moved on. But this is, for those of you who haven't, it seems like August is carryover energy for this. And we do have 2 eclipses in August. Quite a lot of astrological currents going on that could change things in a major way. And for you, it looks like change would be for the better. So yeah, I think if I had to break down the essence of the month, it would be, you know, if I were to let go of something, would I be happier? Give up, you know, give up on something, even though, yeah, it may be rightfully yours, or you certainly feel that way. But would it be worth it to have this over and done if I just give it up? So I can kind of get on with my life. Removing blockages. Who, in whatever form, whether it's a person or a circumstance or yourself, that's what needs to happen in August, Aquarian. So I am going to shuffle now. As I mentioned, the Astrological Oracle. Do meet me over on Vimeo. The link is below. I want to focus on, you know, who this is, this situation that you do need to let go of. And with this deck, it's always pretty cool because it usually coincides with the astrological events happening in the month in question. So we should be able to get some really succinct energies and time frames on that. So I will see you over there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.